Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you for joining me today, it really does mean a lot. So today is going to be the 3 Lux 1 palette with this little beauty. It's the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I got it for Black Friday and gifted it myself for Christmas, and I've just not had a chance to use it. I think I used it once when I first got it just to try it out, tried the formula out on Black Friday, and then I put it away. I know, silly, right? Yeah, I put it away for Christmas, and I've just been testing the I Heart Revolution palettes out. I have used it. I used it in a Get Ready With Me using Shop My Stash products, but that's not on the channel yet. I only filmed that yesterday, and then obviously we're going to be using it now. I'm going to try and create 3 eyeshadow looks. I mean, they're pretty much all going to be the same just because like the eyeshadows are just so similar in tone, but I'm going to try and do some different ones. Yesterday I used Honey. That is such a beautiful shade. I think I might save Golden for last, like the last look. So really, shimmer wise, we can use Amber, which is really pretty too, or Queen or HBIC. I think we'll use Queen just because it is a little bit different to what I've got. I've got eyeshadows like this in palettes, so yeah, let's get into this before the video becomes extra right. So again, the only thing I've got on my face is that L'Oreal face oil that I've been using and really loving. I'm going to put some of this coconut oil on. It's just the Palmer's coconut oil that I've been talking about. My lips feel a bit chapped. Well, not chapped, a bit dry. And this is really good stuff because it's an oil rather than a balm. I wasn't really ready for this video. It's kind of an impromptu video. I know I was filming it, I just didn't realise when I was filming it. So yeah, so this is it, Revolution Conceal and Define. We all know. So now we're going to use the shade that we can only use as kind. Right, and Swarm, I used these 3 shadows yesterday. Swarm and Keeper are very similar in tone. Keeper's probably about a shade darker, sorry, so Keeper there. I think I might try and use both of those eyeshadows, so let's try that. Maybe just Keeper in the outer corner and build it into the crease. These blend so nice. And for the price it should, right, but I got this palette at a great price. Right, so I've used Swarm just like kind of underneath the sweet shade to deepen it out a little bit. So Keeper, I don't really want to use it like over the top of that, so Keeper we'll just use in the outer V. Kind of build it up a little bit. Right, and then I'm going to put Flyby all over the brow bone, just to brighten it up a little bit. It also corrects any mistakes that you may have made. And then it's just a case of the shimmer. So I think for this one we'll be choosing amber. Really, really pretty. So yesterday I got, well, I was using some brushes, really, really good brushes from Real Techniques. So they look like that, and this one is really, really good for eyeshadow. So I just need to clean it off because it's got that, what shade was it? Honey shade on it, so I need to clean that off. And it gives such a precise line. It doesn't, I mean, it's alright in getting the colour on as well, but I like it a little bit more pigmented. So see, it's not really laying the colour down that well, but I'm using this to get that really nice precise line up onto the crease. And then I'll pack some more colour down with my finger. They do have quite a lot of fallout. Some of my Makeup Revolution ones don't have this much fallout. I like this brush because you can go right into the line there. Just takes a while to build up the colour. See, it goes right in to the crease. And that's what I love about it. Could do with getting another set of these brushes. They were only £6.99 from TK Maxx, so that's quite a good deal. Right, so now I've got it on as precise as possible. I need a tissue or something because my nose is really running. Now I've got it on as precise as possible. What I need to do, well, is clean it up anyway here. Yeah, there's fallout here. So I got it as precise as possible, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go in with my finger. See, that's the pigment you get with your finger. It's just so much better. And I'm just going to tap it on. Wow, that's really nice. It's like bronzy, but with like golden, like, undertones. It's like a really smoky, bronzy eye. Really, really like that, and I know that would look really, really good with like full makeup on. Obviously we've got a bit of a mess going on here, but that wouldn't be there if I had full makeup on. So guys, this is look number 1. Right, so now we're going to do look number 2. So I've just put the Revolution Conceal and Define down, so that's been done. Right, so again we're going to go in with the brushes. This brush that I use always seems to go missing. This one is my favourite one to pack like a base shade down. This one is the Deluxe Crease brush. I like to use it for this. I've seen people use it to put concealer on, like just underneath here, not actually on the eyelid. Right, and then again we're going to be using them same transition shades. So this one, Sweet, Swarm, and because we're using a darker shade, I don't think I'm going to go in with Keeper. I think I'm going to try Hive here. Which is basically pushing me out of my comfort zone, just because I don't tend to use like darker brown eyeshadows. I'm putting it on with the wrong brush. Even though that's a really nice brush and I used to use that constantly before I got this one, I prefer this one to put shadows on with. So this shade just lets you lay that little bit of colour down. I think I went a little bit OTT with it in the first look. So Swarm. And then I'm gonna use this one. I didn't use this in the first look. Obviously this brush comes with a palette, and the smaller end is really good for getting quite a precise line in the outer corner. And because it's a dark eyeshadow, I want a little bit more control. So Hive is the one that we're going to be using in the outer corner. Just put the smallest amount on this brush, and then I'm probably, well not probably, I will blend it in. Let's pop a bit more on. So I'll blend it in with my BH brush. Just to deepen it out a little bit. And again, we'll use Flyby on the brow bone. Flyby's not matte, it's like a sheen one, but I really like it on the brow bone. We'll actually put that in the inner corner as well to brighten it up. In yesterday's video, when I did that get ready with me, I was like, I don't want to use a gold in my inner corner because I had like that really bright gold honey shade all over the eyelid. What can I use? And I didn't think there was anything I could use until I thought later on in the night I could have used Flyby. So next up, I want that brush, the small Real Techniques. See, these brushes don't have names on them, but they're from the Rebel Edge trio set, guys. I don't understand why they haven't put names on them. Oh, that one does, Rebel Edge Broad, and then the other one will say Rebel Edge Medium, I guess. Yeah, it's just this small one. I guess they couldn't fit a name. Oh wait, yeah, Rebel Edge Fine. I thought maybe they couldn't fit the name on it. So yeah, let's use this one. I've never used this one before. It's called Queen. So again, we're just putting it down, and then we'll, if we need to, we'll put it on with fingers. I think we will need to. It's quite dark and smoky. So far, the honey shade is definitely my favourite. It is just so bright. It's like a bright yellow gold. It's beautiful. I'm going to do some swatches at the end anyway and talk about my thoughts. Yeah, see, there's so much fallout with this shade. Right, I think that's where we're going to leave it. We'll pack the colour on in a second. This has got quite a lot of fine glitters in it, and I think that's why. A lot of eyeshadows coming off. See, I've been a bit more gentler on this side, and there's not near enough half as much fallout as there is on that side. Let's see if we can move this, because it just looks not nice. Right, that looks better. Look at that, guys. I hope the camera's going to pick this up, but look at how much fallout there is there on Queen. OMG. Might be this brush. Very, very nice though, but there is a lot of fallout. Very, very pretty shade. Wow, that's nice. I think because that brush is like a fan brush, it's scraping all the product. But I wanted to get that precise line in the crease. I didn't really need to do it for the looks, only really the last look, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Yeah, I really, really like that, and that's even smokier than look 1. And you could put like these shadows down here, but I'm trying to stay away from like putting shadow here, just because I've been having a few eye problems lately. But yeah, I'm just going to try and blend the eyeshadows in the crease shades a little bit. Yeah, there is just so much fallout, and you can see all the glitter on my face there with these shadows. Well, with this particular shadow, definitely put them on before you put your base on, and then you can just fluff that away. I don't really want to fluff it away with a with one of these powder brushes I've got. It's going to be coming off anyway. Yeah, it's going to be coming off anyway, but yeah, that's the look. It's really, really pretty. As per usual, we're going to go in with this just in the T-zone area. I want to use this Revolution Beyond Radiance palette for this white shade here. It makes a really nice setting powder, and I use this Shine one for all my under eye setting powders because it's a little bit glowy. I like it. Right, and now I want to try this. I saw Mel's Makeup 88, I'm sure that's her name. She did a Shop My Stash, and this, she tried all the products on, and this was one of them, and she was like me, really, really fair, and she wanted to get more use out of her bronzer. Now it's very orange toned. Still smells fine, so I am going to put it on my face, and she used a brush like this. This is a Olivia Hale one. I got this from Home Bargains. Right, I don't know how this is going to work out because I don't normally go in with brushes like this, but it makes sense because it is fluffier. And then over the top of this, I mean, it's barely laying down any colour, so yeah, this is working out well. I mean, I've seen so many different ways to apply this bronzer. People like my skin tone apply it underneath their foundation, and it just kind of like peeks through the foundation. So that's another way of doing it, but this is looking quite good. So I just want to sculpt that out before I put on the other bronzer that's in my Shop My Stash. And I normally do that with this. So it's the MUA Skin Hydro Powder. I can never find the brush that I want. You know what, we'll just go in with this Shine one again, because I am in a rush. Everyone raves about that Chanel bronzer though. I mean, and I could never see the big deal just because I always thought it was the wrong tone for me, even though it's supposed to be a universal bronzer. But this doesn't look too bad. Just going to blend it in a little bit. And then I'm going to use my other bronzer. I know it seems a bit extra, but this is what she did, and I just want to try her technique out with one of my favourite, well, it's my favourite bronzing brush. It's the Real Techniques 302. In fact, I'm not even going to use that one. I'm going to use this one. So this one is... it's the newest one in my collection, and it's the Rebel Edge medium one. In fact, no, not for bronzer, I'm using the wrong one. The Rebel Edge broad one I should use. I've got 3 blushes in my drawer. I wanted to test this one, this Max Factor Cream Puff Blush in the number 10 Nude Mauve. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, guys. I don't know if this one will be going shortly. So I'm going to use that one. That one is for blusher and highlight. Maybe it's not right. I mean, because it's quite a browny shade, it's not really showing up that well. I might put my NARS Orgasm over the top and then use this when I'm not wearing a lot of bronzer. Yeah, let's try that. Because I can't really test it properly. Yeah, you can see that better now. That's got a sheen to it. You don't even need highlighter with this blush. This one is in my project pan. Just see how far I can get with it this year. And then we've got a highlighter from Primark, so it's that one there. And every time I think about decluttering this one, it's like, oh, I really like you, I like you a lot. So yes, let's dab into, I'm using the same brush by the way guys. That's nice. I think this is the only frosted white highlighter I've got, and it would make a great inner corner highlight, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Not until it's completely used up anyway. Right, so again we're going to go in with Flyby. Get that Real Techniques brush. Even though it has a lot of fallout, I love it guys, I love the palette. It's got a great mirror. Right, so now let's just clean this brush. Transition shade again, Sweet. And I haven't done my brows. Can do them when I do mascara and things like that. So what do we all think about this palette? Have we all got it? Do you enjoy it? I mean, I have only used it, I've done this 3 looks with it, I've used it 5 times, but I have enjoyed all the looks that I've created with it. Swarm, just over the top of Sweet. And for this week, I think this is going to be the last time I use it, because I want to be using Death by Chocolate as well, and we're already on Thursday, so yeah, this will be the last time I use it. Might use it on Sunday as well when I go to my mum's for Sunday dinner. I'm just loving it guys, loving this one more than my other eyeshadow palettes at the moment. I just want to blend those 2 eyeshadows in together so they are seamless. I think I spoke too soon earlier, headache is killing. Just take some paracetamol before I go out. Then I'm going to be using this Naked Honey brush that came in the palette. Yeah, let's put some Swarm in the outer corner. And I mean, I do love the shimmers in this palette, but I think it would make a really good palette, sorry, a really good eye look if you just used the mattes as well all over the lid. Right, and then we just need to do the shimmer. I need to find that little brush. So now we're going to use Amber. So once I've used this, the only other shimmer that I won't have used is H-Bic, and I'll probably use that another time on camera. I just need to wipe that brush off actually. Yeah, I think it's this brush, you know, that's basically scraping the product off, because it's like a little fan brush. Hang on a minute, that's probably my mum. Yes, it was the mother. Right, so let me just go back into this amber shade. And it does take a bit of time to build up, but it's worth it because it really does get into the lines properly in the crease. So that's enough for that eye, because I'm going to build it up with my finger. I literally feel like I've been sat here hours doing this video, just because I've been going off doing other things. Right, and then I'm going to go in with my finger like I said and just put that all over the eyelid. Beautiful, beautiful shade. Love that. Yeah, that's enough. Right, then we will put the eye stuff on. And in the inner corner. Right, so for lips, I've not used this in quite a while and I want to stay quite neutral. So let's use this one. See if I still like it. It's in the shade Cans. I used to love this lip gloss. Well, sorry, lip butter. And this one is from one of the lipstick edit roulettes that pulled it out for me. I just want to see if I want to keep all my lipsticks, and the ones that I don't really care for so much will be getting decluttered at the end of March. Right, so that's that. Right, so let's talk about the palette. Right, let's start. at the packaging. This draws you in before you even open the eyeshadow palette up. But I had seen like looks on Instagram, looks on YouTube, and I was thinking to myself when I saw it, looks lovely. But the only shades that were really drawing me in was like the golden tone shades here, so honey and golden. I thought, well, I could probably dupe the rest of the eyeshadows from that palette, so I'm not going to be paying £42 for 2 shimmer eyeshadows. I'd just rather give it a miss. Then I just kept seeing these looks and I'm like, oh, it's truly beautiful though, but it was near Christmas time and I didn't want to pay £42. So Black Friday came around and I was just like, I remember being in a local pub with my mum in the city centre, and we just finished dinner and I was looking on the Debenhams website. Don't ask me why, because I hadn't been on that website for months, probably a good 6-7 months at that point. So I was looking on the website and I saw it for like £24 and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a steal. So I remember showing my mum and she said, you should go and buy it, you should go and treat yourself if it's normally more than that. And I said, it's normally £42, mum, and she went, just go and buy it. So we went down to Debenhams and I bought it, used it once like at her house, tried it out, and I thought, I'm not too sure whether I like it. Put it away for Christmas for myself and I've not used it ever since, apart from yesterday when I did the get ready with me using Shop My Stash products, and then obviously today when I did this 3 looks 1 palette, and it is beautiful, guys. There is a lot of fallout, I'm not gonna lie, there is quite a lot of fallout. There's more fallout when I use this tiny fan brush with a shimmer, so I think it's that brush that is a culprit, but I do like it because it gives you a precise line in the crease, so I use that first and then dab whatever shimmer on top. So yeah, the mattes blend out like a dream. They are really, really pretty. I've only used up to the mattes. I'll tell you what I've used. I've obviously used Flyby. I use that every single time I use a palette. Same with Sweet. I've been using Swarm every time as well, and then I've used Keeper once. So they're the only mattes. No, actually, sorry, I used Hive as well with Look 2 I think today. So the only mattes that I've not used are Drip and Sting. They're the darker brown ones. They'd make a really nice smoky eye, I think, so I might have to try that. And then HBIC is the only shimmer that I've not used.